What's up, guys? Down the Gamer 777. Back with the final part of Amnesia the Bunker. This is gonna be interesting. So, what I was saying in the last video, guys, is I was gonna make this the last video because, well, because this is why. So I'm gonna go over the notes so you guys can get a better understanding of the, the story and this creature and everything that's going on. So I'm gonna go over these notes and let you guys. I'm gonna kind of just read it, I guess. So, let me see. I want to make sure that I get this correct. Okay, here we go. So, this is just talking about the rats and the burnt corpses. That's nothing really all that interesting. It just says update to all medical and mortuary personnel. The rat problem has not gotten any better. They're swarming every dead body. They're even coming after the wounded, but the vermin have no interest in flesh after it is burnt. I probably read that wrong, but yeah, close enough. So a new policy must be must be instituted. Okay. I can't read, guys. The bodies of all the deceased soldiers must be burned. I have spoken to Father That's not even the English name. D-Rays, I don't know. About this matter. He will provide proper construction for the deceased. Remains will be preserved for families. This is not ideal, and it fills my soul with pain, but burning the dead seems to be the only way to. We're not gonna talk about that. We're not talking about we're not talking about no voice cracks. Anyway, proceeding forward, to be the only way to stop the rats from. Does that say coning? So burn them. We must. Okay, that's not. I don't even know what. Okay, I don't think that was English, but whatever. Okay, July 10th, 1916. Okay, so this isn't like, oh my gosh, this isn't like the early 1900s. That's not English. Sold, what? It's in like French or whatever. Anyway, okay, sold, what? Sold Clement admitted to medical. I probably pronounced that wrong, his name, but whatever. Close enough. I don't speak French. Admitted to medical treatment following events of July 9th. Personal effects held in the storage locker. Patient remains in weak, calm state. Will respond to stimuli, but only for a brief period of time. When last, I'm trying to make sure I'm reading this right. When last aroused, he reported no memory of recent events, had trouble recalling events, his own name, most likely due to severity of initial head trauma. Will continue to monitor if status does not improve. In a week's time, recommend transfer to Saint. I don't know how to pronounce these names. I'm sorry, I just don't. Saint Etienne for. I'm just gonna go with it. Neurological test. Signed, Dr. Jason. I'm not gonna try to pronounce the name because I know I'm gonna get it wrong. July 14th, 1916. Body of Sergeant Reynard, I believe that says. Multiple lacerations, chest cavity torn to. Well, dang. Well, we already know that's the work of the creature. That the creature did it. The rats didn't do that. The creature did it. Cause look what it says: lacerations, chest cavity torn to shreds, every rib cracked, skull cracked open by repeated blunt force trauma. Who could have done this to him? Who do you think? Or what do you think? It's the creature. That creature that's been chasing me the whole entire game. I'm pretty sure I point fingers to that creature. That I believe it did it. That creature is guilty as charged. It did it. Creature did it. Okay, so this is audio. I don't have to read this. This is audio. For the audio ones, I'm not gonna read. Okay, guys. The audio letters or whatever notes. I'm not gonna read because it's audio, so it's gonna read for us. So here we go. I'm gonna let you guys just listen to it. Let's listen to it together. See what they're talking about.
8th of July, mid-afternoon. Joubert needs a scout for tonight. Routine patrol. Out to the communication wires and back. It'll be cloudy. Good cover. Easiest patrol possible. Sergeant wants me or Augustin to go. He still suspects one of us might have been with the mutineers. But I won't be going. How can I be so sure? Well, Augustin has agreed to a friendly game of chance to determine which of us it will be. And using an old sleight of hand trick, there's no way I'll lose. No, Augustin doesn't have a chance because I'll ensure he doesn't. Me? A scoundrel? Perhaps. But when he returns and I remind him of the time he pissed in my flask, or the mysterious lice that appeared in my bunk, or the incident with that barmaid, well, I laughed in those cases, and he'll laugh in this one. 8th of July, near midnight. Shelling again somewhere along the line. Them firing at us. I'm sure we will fire at them again soon. I hope Augustin's having a simply marvelous time out there. Can't wait to tell him what I did. 9th of July, time unknown. It must be just before dawn. When the shelling stopped, I woke. The sudden silence always does that. Augustin's bunk is empty. I went looking for him. He wasn't in the mess, nor being seen by Dr. Jasinski, nor lurking out for a final smoke. Dax was on patrol. I asked him. He said Augustin hasn't returned from the scout. He said the words like he was pronouncing Augustin's death. As if scouts don't come running back at all hours. As if it wasn't just a routine patrol. As if all hope was lost. Now the shelling is starting again. We'll try to sleep. 9th of July, morning. It has been hours now and Augustin has not returned. His luck did not hold. And neither has mine. What could I have been thinking? If he is gone forever... But I do not want to write it, for fear writing it will make it real. I will continue to wait in my bunk until dusk. And if there is no sign of him, then I do not know. The priest keeps staring at me, as if he can sense I have some unseen weight on me. I will not give him the satisfaction of a confession. It was nothing, a joke. I thought it was just a joke. I never thought. I never thought. And therein lies my sin.
That it? Oh, okay. I think the next one is also an audio. Well, we're about to find out. Yep, it's also audio, but it's a very short one.
9th of July, 1700 hours. I'm in a state of agony. It cripples my body, captures my mind, bleeds my soul. This thing I've done, this thing... It is lunch in the mess hall currently. Ugh, the thought of eating repulses me.
Okay, next audio file, note, whatever you call these.
9th of July. I do not know the time, but dusk has fallen and still, of course, no word. When I asked the sergeant, he shrugged, as if I was asking about when it might next rain. These fools around me, laughing, drinking, arguing. Do they know what I've done? Do they suspect it? I feel they must all be guilty of something. And yet, They laugh, drink, argue. God knows what I've done. I wonder if his judgment could be worse than my own.
Dang, Henry has it rough.
9th of July.
Oh,
Night.
okay. I didn't know
My
it was gonna do
conscience
that.
compels me now, as it failed to compel me then. I must do something, even if it costs me my own life. I must do something lest I never sleep again. I must do something or risk greeting hell itself as a relief. I must do something. I go.
Oh, you did something alright. You did something alright, Henry. Anyway. Okay, so important. When processing the sea soldiers, please check the reverse side of their ID tags for any messages, symbols, or locker codes. These are to be wiped clean before the tag is what? You know what? I'm gonna try to say it. Okay, because I could barely read what that says, honestly. What does it say? Oh, okay, I see now. Preserved and recorded. Okay, I couldn't read that. It's just the way it's written, I guess. What's his name? I swear, these names are not English. Q Frelix head clerk. I don't even know. I don't know. Anyway, unknown Arthur. Why did I say Arthur? Correction. Unknown author. Okay. So, order to all men. The beast hunts in the dark. This is exactly what I was just talking about, the light situation and the generator, and saying that I hate when the when the generator cuts out, because this, like I was saying, I was just explaining that to you guys in the last video. When the generator cuts off, he comes out, the creature, the monster that you guys have seen, excuse me, guys have seen a few times already throughout the past few videos. So basically it's saying the same thing I've been saying the whole time. Talking about the beast hunts in the dark. The light is our only chance, and the generator our only hope. I was just basically saying the same thing in the last few videos about the generator and the lights. It must be kept fueled at all times, day and night. A continuous rotation of runs to the main fuel supply must be maintained. Watch each other's back. Keep each other safe. Do not let the light go out for all our sakes. Guys, you know, I just realized this might have to be put into multiple videos, so it's fine though, as long as we get to know what's happening in this bunker. I'm sure you guys don't mind going over these notes. There's quite a few of them, but we're gonna go over them, so it might be a few more videos involved on the channel with this, going over these notes. But anyway, I stop wasting time. We keep on reading them. Okay, so order to all men. Okay, no, we read that already. Why is that even still there? Okay, fuel. Okay, I'm gonna read the most relevant. I'm gonna go over the most relevant story wise of, you know, the notes, because all this other stuff talking about fuel and fire and all this is just basic stuff in the game. Like, we all should know this about this game by now. Wrench location, blah blah blah. That's all jibber jabber. Okay. Tunnel updates and all that, irrelevant. The major sergeant reply, I'm not really sure if that's even relevant to anything. So let me see something here. So we got an update. This is just talking about a bunch of rubbish. Prisoner in custody. Yeah, we know, but the prisoner's the one that had the prisoner is the one that we saw that had the bolt cutters in the cell, so that's irrelevant too. M. Fortner, I think that's what it says. Is that even security on Arsenal? Okay, yeah, that's irrelevant, all irrelevant. Okay, so now this is something we didn't. I think we knew that shooting the beast is obvious. So that was pretty obvious. Like, you don't have to read that. Shooting the beast, it obviously makes it mad and it retreats and comes back. Cause see right here it says after Trimley's death, the bunker Descended into chaos. I've retaken control and ordered the men to form up in squads. They're to hunt the beast down and kill it. They tell me it's not possible. They tell me the bullets don't kill it. They only buy a little time and the beast comes back angrier. Which we already know, because as many times I've done shot that thing, that abomination of a creature, as many times I've done shot it, okay? As many times I've done shot it with the revolver, with the shotgun, hit it with grenades, and everything else, barrels too, it comes back. And it comes back angry, it comes back stronger, it comes back quicker. We know this already. So that was not even, there was no point of even reading that. And Lambert's note report is really not, it's irrelevant too. All this is kind of irrelevant. It's just irrelevant notes. Like, none of this is talking about anything important, basically, is what I'm saying. Again, with the rats and the fear of paranoia, and yeah, okay. This is just unrelated stuff here. It can hear me talking about the I guess the beast or whatever, the creature. It can hear them or whatever. Unsent letter. This is all irrelevant, pretty much. Madness, yeah. Last note. This is really talking about the creature. I mean, it's not giving no like backstory really on the creature. It's just notes, just random notes really. Okay, so Augustine Lambert.
11th of July,
okay, here we go.
1916. Dusk.
Back to the good stuff.
I sit now at the bedside of my dear friend Henri Clément. The doctor has left, but I remain. I feel I must record the extraordinary twists of fate and fortune that have led me to be here. Breathing, alive, strong and well, while Henri lies unconscious, fighting for his life. It starts days ago. On a night patrol, I fell into some kind of pit. I was injured, unable to move, unable to escape. By all rights, it should have been my tomb. I cried for help, screamed myself hoarse. The effort left me parched, exhausted, and still alone. As the next night fell, as I cried what might have been my last cry for help, I could see the stars high above, beautiful, indifferent. And then Clément's face appeared at the top of the pit. He lowered himself to me, found a trickle of spring water there, and let me drink from it. It was cool and crisp, with a strange, sweet taste. Never has water felt more nourishing than that. Administered by a dear friend's hand. I was saved. But of course, that is not the last twist fate's blade would stab into my back. 11th of July, 1916. Night. Later now, I continue my tale. As Clément carried me across no man's land, fate struck again. A German outpost spotted us. Gunfire. Explosions. Desperation.
Which we did see at the beginning of the game.
I pulled myself to my feet and saw that Henri was wounded.
Lambert is basically describing this exactly what we saw in the beginning of the game.
He was fading. I do not know where I found the strength to carry him, but carry him I did, all the way back to our bunker. 12th July, 1916. Morning. Woke this morning and realized that a toy I purchased for my son is gone. I promised him I'd bring him something home from the front, so I brought him a stuffed rabbit from a local shop. A rabbit because he thinks he's so fast. It must have fallen from my pack when I fell into the crater. The thought of that stuffed rabbit lying in that crater, rain and weather matting its fur, unloved, forgotten, totally alone, lost forever. It fills me with profound hopelessness. 12th July 1916. Afternoon. Spoke to the doctor. He told me Henri woke in the night and had no recollection of the events in the crater. Indeed, he seemed even confused as to where he was. Aside from this disturbing news, I'm feeling rather good. Stronger and stronger. As if the whole ordeal has filled both my body and soul with new purpose. July 1916. Up again. In the chapel. Trying to pray, but my mind is too alive with thoughts of the crater. The rabbit. And that water. Its taste. And yet I don't feel tired. Instead I feel this itch. This sense that there are things I must do. Purpose. A bloody purpose higher than any of man's petty wars. 13th July 1916. Morning. Everyone's talking about hearing scratching at the walls. Tremblay even claims to have heard howls echoing through the barracks. I feel strange myself. Can barely find the words to write. My hands feel so odd. Gnarled. Bulbous. Like they don't belong to me. I hesitate to write this, but a thought keeps echoing in my head. A thought I must not act on. A bloody thought so seductive. It calls. It calls. It calls. 15th July 1916.
Okay, that's kind of
Madness in the
creepy,
barracks
but
this
okay.
morning. Renard's dead.
Alright.
They say murder, but will not show us the body. A dream rises in my mind. Countless cruel eyes upon me. Must check on Henri. Wish he would wake. Could use a friend. My prayers remain unanswered. 18th July 1916. Blood on my hands. Blood on my hands. Blood on my hands. Their pain. I want more of it. I can hear Tremblay now. Coming closer. 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 I can get what I want from him.
I don't know. To me, it sounded like this man done went insane. It sounded like Lambert went insane. But, yeah. That's pretty much the basic backstory of the creature. The characters, Lambert and Henry. So that's their backstories. That's a little bit of the creature's backstory. Enough to understand what's going on in this. Pictures are kind of explanatory as well, these photos here. But yeah. See, now that I didn't know. That photo gives away. It says, okay, so that photo shows that you can shoot the door, which I did know that, but I just chose not to because I know it caused noise. Now that shows that the bolt cutters will cut the little wires. That I didn't know. But, yeah, and this is evidence right there that the creature will open doors and stuff, so. Yeah, guys, that's that. That's pretty much the summary of everything. And, yeah, that's that. Alright, well, now that we got the notes out the way, probably going to end this video right here. Because the next video is going to probably be a little bit longer because I'm going to be fighting the creatures. Spoiler, I know. I apologize for the spoiler, but that's the situation for the next video. But yeah, if you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.